Hey, it's Holly. In today's video, there's actually some really exciting news. There has been a breakthrough in the vintage Polly Pocket community, and a mystery that has been longstanding has been solved. Credit to Julie from It's a Gem Girl and Barbara from Only Polly Pocket. There are now some dolls that were previously unidentified that have been identified as to where they came from. And this is really exciting for collectors because we love a mystery and we love when a mystery is solved. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's start here. So this is the Only Polly Pocket website, which is run by Barbara. Now, Barbara has spent so much time basically cataloging everything she possibly can about the vintage Polly Pocket era, what figures came with what set, all of the pieces, really anything she could find out. So her website is really our best source as collectors when we're looking up information, and just a huge shout out and kudos to Barbara for this website. If you've watched cataloging videos that I've put together, you may have noticed that sometimes we got figures that were just listed as mystery dolls. And so that was kind of confusing to come across, because I felt like wasn't that long ago, like why don't we have answers to these questions? And I find it really intriguing that something that really was in fairly recent history still has so much mystery around it. And of course, maybe I shouldn't be surprised because we have our own mystery with that specific playmat that I have that no one else seems to have. I haven't run into it elsewhere yet, but here we are. So this has come up personally for me. I know that I definitely have at least a few of these mystery dolls, and it was really exciting to see a post from Julie. You may know her from YouTube, Just a Gem Girl. Amazing that this breakthrough has happened. I'm not sure if it was her or Barbara or a combination of the two that figured this out, but kudos to both of them for sharing this information and finding out the answer to this really long mystery that's existed in this collector world. So here it was Julie's post. So she posted this 3 days ago. I'm recording this on Sunday, January 22nd. So it's just a few days old as we're watching this, but she noticed that there were sticker packs that were available, and on the sticker pack packaging it said that they came with a random doll. So the sticker packs came with a bunch of cards, a doll, and a playing card. So it turns out that that seems to be where these were all from. And here is the collage of photos from her Facebook post. So there you can see one of these sticker packs and then a bunch of the dolls that were identified. But just to give you a more up-close look, I went on a search on the internet and found some pictures from someone who had been selling one of these boxes of the sticker packs. So you can see it says 6 stickers and a doll. And if I go to the next one here, this is what this looked like. So there's a lot of people that probably have these and just it never clicked that it was there. I don't have any of these, so I never would have put that together myself, but how awesome is that? So here we have what that box looked like. So in Julie's post, she just said a huge thanks to Barbara from Only Polly Pocket. She successfully documented all 30 dolls for us. So here they are, and we're going to look through my extras to see if we can find some of them from these 30 that were identified. So just to give you an idea of, again, what they look like, here are the 30. I'm just going to bring them up on the screen, and this is from Julie's post. So thanks again to Julie for breaking all this information out for us. So here are the Pollys. What you'll notice when you look at them is that they're very basic. There's not a lot of detail on them. They're really just a base figure with the typical hair and face that you would see for that particular figure, right? So this is very classic Polly, Willy, Lulu, Midge, right? Orange hair, brown hair, blonde, all of that looks really typical, but then the outfit is just very plain. And you can see in some cases it looks like they just kind of mixed and matched them a little bit to make it more interesting. So it was a choice, but those are the 30. So that's the thing, is that when I don't have a set for these figures to go with, I just have them as mystery figures. So fortunately, I do know where my set box full of these is. So we're going to go for a bit of a deeper dive into here and see if we can find any of them. All right, so I've got my box here and we're gonna have a look through here, but pretty exciting. I'm wondering how many of these I might have. I'm just going to pull these up on my screen alongside so I can have a reference guide. So bear with me for a second here. So this is where I'm very grateful that I have my bin organized in a very specific way. I have it organized really by character and then also by hairstyle when it comes to Polly, because sometimes Polly has curly hair, sometimes she has her hair in a ponytail or the wavy Polyville style, so I've got it all set up a little bit differently. So I'm going to pop this open and see if we can find any of these. I don't really recognize some of these main Polly figures, but just getting an eyeball for what those ones look like. And I'm curious, so if you're the type of person that likes to take bets, feel free to make your bets here with yourself as to how many of these I might have. I'm pretty sure I've at least got a few, if I'm recalling correctly. Don't you find it interesting there was no Tina? There was no Tina, right? I didn't see Tina, did I? All right, so... oh, this might be one. I'll put her aside. We have a few that are like a really solid color. So I'm trying, oh yeah, we've definitely got some here. Trying to put some of the more plain ones aside that I think may be part of this. Okay, so I don't see any of these, but I do appear to have the second one in this grid. So just to bring my mouse back, we all love my cursor, don't we? I think I've got this one here. So you tell me, you be the judge. That appears to be her right there. So she's got a pink top and she has a white skirt and white shoes. They do look really awkward. They look almost like they've been mix and matched, so that one's interesting. And I've got another one that I'm suspicious of, but I don't seem to have her here, so put that aside for a minute. So there's one so far. Now in terms of Willy, I'm just looking, I have a bin that's just men, and I don't appear to have any spares of him, so none of those. From the remaining Pollys, I don't think I've got any there, so we'll look at the next page. And I don't think I've got those. Interesting. I wonder what this other one's from. We might have to go on the Only Polly Pocket website to find out. Okay, so those aside for now, Lulus. I do have a collection of Lulus as well. So it looks like there's 5 Lulus that it could possibly be. I've just got so many of these figures. Okay, so a Lulu in a pink bathing suit. That looks, where's my camera? There we go. That looks to be her. Tell me if you think I'm correct with this assessment. A yellow bathing suit. She has yellow shoes. Her face is kind of worn, but on the bottom it says 1990. The other one says 89, but again, they may just be reusing molds, so I'm not sure if these are all supposed to have certain numbers on the bottom. From the remaining ones there, I don't think I have any additional Lulu's here. I do have a Lulu in a blue bathing suit, but her shoes are green and her arms are up, so that's not that one. And then I have another one, but the color is too dark to be that blue, so I'm gonna go with no on the other ones there. Okay, midge time. I don't have really any extra midge, so that's interesting. And okay, so that is Pixie, and I do have a few extra Pixies, but I don't think any of them are there. No. Now we have the girl down in the bottom corner, which I believe is from the writing case playset, the original figure. I have what I believe to be the, where's my camera? There we go. The proper one from the writing case playset, and that's just because you can see she's got socks and her bow tie is painted white, so she's more detailed. So I'm gonna go with those not being those ones that we're looking for. And in terms of the other boys that we've got there, I do have a few of, I want to say this is Titch with the hat, but he is again properly painted with a different colored shirt, so not done in that really toned down color palette. So that really wasn't very much if we think about it. I know that I do have some mystery babies, and there were some comments on the post saying, you know, I feel like I still have mystery babies, so what was that about? I don't know, folks, I don't know. Let's see if we can look up. I may have this cataloged, but I figured we would just dig through and look. I found this one, and it also looks sus to me, but maybe it's got an explanation. So she looks like she would belong, you know, with these ones that have the mix and match of the top and bottom. But there is one that has a red shirt and white pants, but not this combination. So her on the bottom, it says 1989, and I think we should just look her up on the Only Polly Pocket website. What do you think? All right, here we are on the Only Polly Pocket website. I can see that she is accounted for. She's part of Fairy Tale Castle, which I believe is Bubble Bath. Yes, it was a Bubble Bath set. Gummies. It was a candy filled with jellies, so it was filled with gummies. So this was just something you would get at the candy store. Probably was fairly expensive, but there it is. So far there, I've got 2. Let's see if I have any more in this uncatalogued bit. So I had a few left over that I don't think I've cataloged these yet, and I'm kind of nervous looking at it thinking, what is this bin? It's been too long since I went through this, and now I can't fully remember. But just a few spares that did not quite, I don't think they got cataloged yet into here. So ultimately, of the ones that were identified as part of the sticker packs, it looks like I've got 2. So if you have any of these in your collection that you identified as mystery dolls, I would love to hear about it in the comments. It is neat that there is an answer to this now, and they don't feel so lost. I feel like I should properly catalog them now and put them in the collection, but that's pretty cool. I'm excited to know where they're from. So again, would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments. I think it's really neat that here we are in 2023 and people are still finding stuff out. Never would have imagined, right? But it's happening. So I hope that was an interesting update for you. And I'm just really thrilled that that happened. So thank you, Julie. Thank you, Barbara. That's so awesome. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please hit the subscribe button. I bring out new content for you every Monday and Thursday. And if you're on social media, you can find me on social media on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Just look up Pocket Vintage Toys. That's the best place to connect with me outside of YouTube. But that's it for me for today. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.